Hello, it's me again, and I have just found the most incredible thing. This thing. It is just called HDMI video capture. It's a little metal encased USB 2 to HDMI capture device for the price of it, which is about $15 or so. It's brilliant, and it just works. All right, so I've had two capture devices since I started doing content creation. I've had a Elgato HD60S, and I've had a StarTech PEX HD Cap 2, I believe is the correct name for it. And both of them have had massive problems with anything that's not like a 720p, 1080p modern console, basically. The StarTech card, a bit better. But then the drivers for it were garbage. And sometimes, you know, I use an OSSC to connect my SNES to the PC for streaming Mario stuff. If the SNES rebooted, the OSSC would change modes briefly. And sometimes the capture card would just crash and just take OBS down with it, and I had to power cycle my PC to bring it back, which is terrible. But this thing, this thing handles it like a champ. So I'll just show some footage here. As you can see, I can just hit the reset button on my SNES, and it goes back to the SD to SNES menu, and bam, it's there. It just works. It just fucking works. So it does that, and you know, I can toggle between pass through line 2x, line 3x, 4x, 5x on the OSSC, and this thing just doesn't miss a beat. It just works. So yeah, as you can see, very compatible with the OSSC in various modes. It does 60 hertz things, it does 50 hertz. So here's a little bit of footage of the Amiga. Where it falls down a little bit is when you try and use it with OBS. OBS is a little bit hopeless when it comes to capturing things with different frame rates. So if you've got 50 hertz sources coming into your 60 hertz project, or even like 59.5 or whatever the fuck the SNES is, it's stuttery and it's not great. But it's smoother than my StarTech card. It's just refused to do anything above 30 frames. Why, I don't know. It's just, again, the drivers are terrible. And the Elgato HD60S, again, it would just freeze. It would just stop working if it received a signal that wasn't like 60 hertz bang on. So what else have I tried it with? I've also tried it with the RetroTink 2X Classic. And that's pretty flawless, you know. Here it is with the Commodore 64, just running some things. Again, you know, there's a little bit of frame rate stutter there, which I believe, yeah, again, is because OBS is trying to upsample everything to 60 frames so that it's got one source to upload or just to stream off to Twitch or whatever. Which is fine, it's understandable, you know, can't expect miracles. It's either this or tearing, and I'd kind of prefer tearing, but you don't get a choice, whatever. And finally here is it running with the RGB to HDMI, which is a wonderful bit of kit that I've picked up. CGA, EGA, monochrome, various digital video sources to HDMI. And it's a beautiful bit of kit. This kind of revealed some of the weakness of the HDMI adapter. Because it uses MJPEG, not raw frames, you get JPEG artifacts. And you can see that here with the capture of the X3 Gold screen. How it's got like a solid blue background and like sharp, contrasty lines everywhere. You can see like the compression artifacts here. But, you know, if you're just playing a game, if you're playing something with you know, with moving graphics and everything's moving around, then you're very rarely going to actually see them. It's going to be pretty rare, I think. So, and you know, again, for the price tag, we're talking $15, less than $15 Australian, from Amazon, with Prime, free delivery. You know, like, not like chump change. Just nothing. Like, just absolutely stunning for the amount of money that you pay. Oh, and I guess to show it here running with something modern, so I've connected it to my Switch, and as you can see, it just works. You know, it's smooth, the color is good, and yeah, not really much to say about that. Anyhow, that's what I wanted to cover. I've put a link in the description to the product on Amazon if you're in Australia. And if you are not in Australia and want to find it, just go to Amazon, type in USB HDMI capture, and it'll turn up. You know, sort by price ascending, it'll be near the top. And you know, you can find it on AliExpress as well. You know, it's available. So that about wraps it up. I'm also going to link in the description to the video where I learned of this. And so thank you very much to Epos Vox on YouTube and Twitter for bringing this to the light and allowing me to experience and try it and share this with you guys. So yeah, hopefully this has been useful to you. You can go pick one up with the change in the cup holder of your car and you know, even if it's not your main capture device, maybe you just use it as a secondary thing to connect the camera. You know, it's cheap enough that you could do that, I think. And you know, obviously the video capture quality being MJPEG is not archival grade, but it works and it's seamless and it's painless, and that's reason enough for me to recommend it. So see you around.